Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Evans. I'm the principal of Meister Road Elementary School, and I certainly welcome you to the concert today. We're really very happy to have you this morning. This morning's theme is brain power, and Miss Hager and Mrs. Burke and Miss Furcon, have worked diligently to produce a very nice program that has to deal with brain power. And brain power this year has been very important to us because, as you know, some of you have complained to me. You say, Dr. Evans, the work is getting too hard, too difficult. And what we're trying very hard to do is to get our boys and girls to be able to pass the high state tests that are in the 4th, 6th, and 9th grade. And so our goal this year was to get our students to be on grade level for reading, grade level for writing, and grade level for math. And you can tell by the report cards that you get where our children are. So as a relief of action, I'm sure the directors have come up with this idea of brain power for our children that we can share with you today. We're going to be using the whole gym. So we ask that people sit down, and I'll be reminding people, if you can move in towards the center, if you could put your little baby carriers down maybe on the floor so that people can sit down, because we have to have everybody seated, because the boys and girls are going to be coming in for the last song. They each have their individual song, and then they'll be coming in at the last for everybody, and they'll be using all the aisles, both the center aisle and the side aisles and the back aisles, to be able to sing their final finale. I want to encourage parents this summer, this is our last big program before the end of the school year, to take their children to the media center or to the library at the end of the year at the Lorain Public Library to read. Because we all know that they're here, they're on grade level, and then during the summertime, if they don't read, if they don't write, if they don't do their math, they get lower. And the Lorain Public Library has wonderful programs. They're going to be giving us flyers, and I'll make sure the boys and girls have them and bring them home to you so that you could take children to the library. We're also going to have summer school here for our 3rd and 5th grade students who are presently in the 3rd and 5th grade, to continue to get them ready for the high-stake test that they have to take in the 4th and 6th grade. We're working on the master schedule. I don't know yet if we're going to have 6th grade here at Meister Road Elementary School or if our kids are going over to Masson, but we hope to let you know within the next 2 weeks. The planners at Charleston will let us know when they know. I want to thank the parents also for all the support that you have given us this year. And I would like to also give a big thank you to the 3 parents that have worked so hard and diligently together on OPTS. Our organization for parents, we don't have a president or vice president, but we have 3 wonderful ladies that have worked very diligently, and I would like them to quickly stand. In the back of the room is Mrs. Garcia. Her son is Jesse in the 2nd grade. We have Mrs. Thomas, and she has several children that come here. They're in many different grades. And Mrs. Cook, our president of OPTS. She is not our president. She's our chairperson. They all work together equally, the 3 of them, and I made an error by saying that, but they all work together equally. I think that why I gave her that information is because Mrs. Cook is going to give you a few words from OPTS right now. And as she comes up, I just want to say one more thing. Following this show, we do have the OPTS has put on our book fair, and if parents want to go into the book fair and look at books to buy for their boys and girls, you can. I ask that you stay in that area. Do not go around the school. You know, it's a challenge to have a program like this because our little kids are so excited. And we ask that you stay in the media center area itself and don't walk around the building, and then leave when you're finished. And with that, I'd like to ask Mrs. Cook to come up and say a few words.
As you know, we've had many fundraisers this year, and we've all worked hard. And I just want to thank you very much for working with our staff And parents, you have done a wonderful job in raising money. We are hopeful for next year to have many more activities. The staff I'd like to thank for their hard work in helping us out. And I'd like to thank a lady, she knows who I'm talking about, who gave me guidance and the ability to be able to stand up here and help out this year's OPTS. And I just want to give her a thank you. And I would like to let you know that we do still have yearbooks on sale, and you can purchase them at the book fair. And I invite you all to come. We have wonderful books for all ages, and you can shop with your children today. And again, just give yourself a big round of applause, because without you guys, we would not be anything. I mean, it takes a team and a team effort to put together these fundraisers. And give yourself a big round of applause, because you did awesome this year. And just a reminder for those of you who are coming in, please try not to stand on the outside edges. And if you can move towards the center so we can get everybody in for those late comers, and let the concert begin.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Hager. I am the orchestra teacher here at Meister Road School. At this time, I'm going to ask my orchestra to stand. Please stand. These are some of the finest Meister Road students. I'm very proud to be their teacher, and I consider it to be a privilege to be able to teach them. They are 4th and 5th graders. Some have just started this year. Some have played. This is for their 2nd year. We present our first number called Scotland's Burning.
Features 2 of our 5th grade students on cello, Alexis Davis, on violin, Chelsea Kay. They will play Ode to Joy. We playfully call Grandma and Grandpa on the Farm. 1, 2, 3, go. and then they will bow again. Instruments up. 1, 2, ready, go. My name is Carol Burke, and I am the proud director of the Meister Road Elementary School Band. And we have 5 things to play for you today. They are in your program. The first one we are doing is Beethoven's Ninth. Horns up. 1, 2, ready, go.
Look at your program. Right before the finale, the third graders will be performing Rap of the States, and before them, kindergarten and first grade classes will be singing Hello Around the World and I Can't Spell Hippopotamus. Also, if you would like to see our program, it will be broadcast on channel 20. We will give the students the times that it will be on. Also, you can go to the Lorain City Schools website and click on the cable channel station and get the listings for the times. So I hope you enjoy this portion of the program. Thank you.
Welcome to the Meister Road Elementary School Spring Concert. Our theme today is Brain Power. All of the songs that you will hear today will contain important information that students learn in the classroom. So get your brain fired up and see how much you can learn today, or maybe just refresh your memory. Our first group will be the kindergarten and first grade students from Miss Toth, Mr. Triska, and Miss Major and Miss Schubert's classes. Get ready for School is Cool and Dr. Seuss, We Love You. Do you know all the planets in the solar system? If you don't, you will by the end of the next song. The fifth graders will perform Rap of the Solar System.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, smile.
center of the solar system. There is the sun that gives us heat and light. It's mostly made of hydrogen and helium. Nuclear reactions make it burn very bright.
The first planet, Mercury, travels very fast, orbiting the sun in just 88 days. Venus is like the Earth in size and gravity, but its air is poisonous, a toxic yellow haze.
The third planet, Earth, is our home world. It's the only planet where we wouldn't freeze or fry. Fourth in line, Mars is the red planet. The Viking spacecrafts were sent to find out why. After Mars, you'll find a large asteroid belt. Rocks of different size and shape fly through their domain. The fifth planet, Jupiter, is the largest one. Its great red spot is quite a hurricane.
The sixth planet, Saturn, has tremendous rings made of icy rock, some as small as dust. The seventh planet, Uranus, rotates on its sides. You would think that it would like to readjust.
Planet Neptune has a blue appearance. It's mostly gas with a small rocky core. At number 9, Pluto is the smallest planet. It might just be the last one we get to explore. Comets, gigantic balls of ice and rock. They produce a long tail as near the sun they go. Meteorites are sometimes called shooting stars. Friction from Earth's atmosphere makes them glow. Stations let us stay in orbit for a while. Examples of this are Skylab and Mir. The space shuttle goes back and forth to space. Heat resistant, child protected through the atmosphere. Satellites are man-made objects in the sky, and some of them help us with the weather forecast. Rockets can transport us from here to the moon. Someday we might go further as technology makes them fast. fourth graders will fill you in on the presidents from George Washington to George W. Bush. Rap of the Presidents is next. Country, George Washington was one. Two was John Adams, then Thomas Jefferson. Then was James Madison and also James Monroe. And John Quincy Adams was number 6, you know. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. Andrew Jackson was the 7th in line. Then Martin Van Buren followed Anderson. William Henry Harrison is next at number 9. Then John Taylor James Polk, the states were doing fine. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. Zachary Taylor Fillmore, former Franklin Pierce. As J. Buchanan left, things were getting pretty fierce. Abraham Lincoln went to war so we could be one nation living in peace and liberty. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. Andrew Johnson was the second line. Tess Grant and Rutherford B. Hayes. James A. Garfield was the 20th Duke. Then Chester A. Arthur showed his aptitude. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. Grover Cleveland was the president then Benjamin Harrison, then Grover went again. William McKinley demonstrated his skill, then Theodore Roosevelt charged up the hill. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. The next in line was William Howard Taft. Then Woodrow Wilson got to try his craft. Warner G. Harding, Cabbage, Hoover, Herbert Hoover, all them presidential shakers and movers. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. Franklin D. Roosevelt, a truly great man, and John Truman took the mantle of command. Dwight D. Eisenhower followed close behind, and John F. Kennedy, whose fate was underlined. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, all recent presidents a history record. And Jimmy Carter lived on Pennsylvania Avenue, and Ronald Reagan lived there for not a term but 2. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. In 1988 came a presidential push. A kinder, gentler nation elected George Bush. In 1992 and in 1996, we added Bill Clinton to the presidential mix. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. The year 2000 brought our family into view. George W. Bush was a son our nation knew. Only can you see that our future's looking bright? These are the presidents. All right. These are the presidents. Mighty, mighty presidents. The second grade students have been working on a foreign language song. Don't worry if you can't keep up. They'll give you the translation. Their second selection will be Meet the Symphony.
Second graders will now be singing Meet the Symphony. This group of kindergartners and first grade
are from classes Miss Noveau, Miss Warner, Miss Klotz, and Miss Claycamp. If you're thinking about doing some traveling, check out how to say hello in some different languages. A spelling song will be the second selection. I can't spell hippopotamus. What grade were you in when you learned all the states and their capitals? The third graders will perform Rap of the States.
Thank you very much. At this time, we will perform Brain Power, our finale, and the students will be coming in from both sides, so we'll need to have those aisles clear as they file in.
Thank you all for coming to our spring concert. We hope you enjoyed all the songs and learned a few things along the way. For our final selection, we will sing Brain Power.
Graduation is my shining hour.
They got it all to make it all clear. I get a little smarter at the end of each year. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. In science, I learn how the grass turns green. I keep the beating music like a rhythm machine. I wonder just how much my brain can hold. Information in and out, the answers unsolved. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Middle school to senior high, working towards the day when my past will apply. I learned to hold on more, I got the basic knowledge. Diploma in my hand and now it's all with college. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. I need power. I need power. I need power. I need books, my brain is hungry. I need knowledge, won't you join me? Give me books, my brain is hungry. I need knowledge, won't you join me? Give me books, my brain is hungry. I need knowledge, won't you join me? Give me books, my brain is hungry. I need knowledge, won't you join me? Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining hour. Education is my brain power. Graduation is my shining
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.